ScareMeSilly.com presents Top 5 Creepiest Abandoned Theme Parks. Number 5. Gulliver's Kingdom in Japan. Looking at the giant-sized sleeping statue of Gulliver, you could easily imagine him waking up and making a break for freedom. Although now covered in graffiti and overgrown with vegetation, this imposing effigy stands as a creepy reminder of the theme park that was never to be. Gulliver's Kingdom in Japan was opened in 1997, but closed suddenly only 4 years later in 2001. The official reason for the park's closure is unknown, however local superstitions and falling visitor numbers likely have something to do with it. The fact that the park was built only a stone's throw away from Japan's suicide forest certainly didn't help. To make matters worse, Gulliver's Kingdom was also situated close to the former headquarters of the religious cult responsible for 13 deaths in 1995. All in all then, Gulliver's was a lovely, happy place to take your children. Number 4. Okpo Land, South Korea. South Korea's Okpo Land is one of those places that would look right at home in a Silent Hill movie. This super creepy theme park was quite literally abandoned overnight following a string of fatalities. The last one involved a young girl falling to her death from the duck-themed roller coaster. Not much is known about the early years of the park, but it eventually closed its doors in 1999, with the owner doing a runner. Although the park was knocked down in 2011, many haunting images were taken by urban explorers. These show the park completely reclaimed by nature, with the skeletal remains of rides left rusting and decaying. Almost everything remained as it was when the park was hastily abandoned, and the images which were taken during this period make for some really chilling viewing. The Korean styling just adds a degree of creepiness to the whole place. Number 3. Takakanoma Greenland, Japan. Only a stone's throw away from the condemned nuclear power plant Fukushima lies one of the world's creepiest abandoned theme parks, Takakanoma Greenland. Don't expect to fall upon this ghostly destination, however, as its exact location is largely unknown. The park initially opened in 1973, but for various mysterious reasons it closed only 2 years later. Although the official reason was linked to poor ticket sales, it was speculated by locals that the park was cursed. This was due to a large amount of guests dying on rides. Strangely enough, the park was reopened in 1989, but closed its doors again in 1999 due to increased competition from other amusement parks. Although allegedly bulldozed in 2007, photos taken by urban adventurers suggest the park is still very much standing. The location was largely reclaimed by nature, and the eerie man-made structures are now covered in rot and decay. The almost constant lingering fog adds a certain level of creepiness to this nightmarish theme park. Number 2. Six Flags, New Orleans, USA. Once destined to become one of the greatest theme parks in the world, Six Flags New Orleans is a stark reminder of the devastation caused by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Once a bustling haven for thrill seekers and families alike, the park now remains abandoned and in a state of disrepair. The park originally opened under the name of Jazzland in 2000, but was rebranded in 2003 when Six Flags took over the lease. In 2005, the park was closed in preparation for the much-feared Hurricane Katrina. This proved to be the end of Six Flags New Orleans, however, with the whole park becoming flooded and battered beyond repair. The rusted, overgrown structures left behind offer a haven for urban explorers, and the park has become a popular filming location for Hollywood movie directors. Multiple attempts to reopen the park have failed, and as of April 2015, the future of Six Flags New Orleans looks bleak. We've reached our number 1 spot, and taking up the honour is Nara Dreamland in Japan. If there's one thing that's for certain, it's that the Japanese really love their theme parks. For such a small country, Japan is riddled with theme parks, and consequently, a lot of abandoned ones. One such park is Nara Dreamland. Nara Dreamland was a well-established, successful park until it eventually closed its doors to the public in 2006 due to dwindling visitor numbers. What remains is an urban adventurer's wet dream. The huge old wooden roller coaster stands buckled and cracked and looks like the skeletal carcass of some huge beast. The twisted steel corkscrew roller coaster winds its way through weeds and shrubbery, a haunting image in a place where time seems to have stopped. The derelict and overgrown High Street USA looks like something from a post-apocalyptic horror movie, and the Disney-esque Dream Castle is like something out of a Disney-inspired nightmare. Of all the theme parks in this list, Nara Dreamland has to be the most haunting. It's quite literally as if the place was abandoned overnight, and this makes for a seriously creepy abandoned theme park. Well, that's it. We've counted down our top 5 creepiest abandoned theme parks on Earth. We hope you've enjoyed. For more creepy stuff, be sure to check out scaremesilly.com.